Pisces gang, what it do? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a new love message. Okay, hi guys, I hope you guys are doing good. What's up? Holy angels and spirit guides giving clear, concise messages for my Pisces soul family. Give us exactly what we need to know. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As you know, it's general, right? It's going to be for those of you looking to go towards newer energies, dealing with newer energies, or just thankful. Didn't Thanksgiving just pass? Just thankful to be rid of the bums and the bummettes, right? Okay. All right, so we are ready to jump right in. I'm going to start out with a few romance angels here. Click that like button, guys. Take a moment, support your girl. We are growing super, super fast. I'm so grateful and thankful for you guys. All right, I'm just going to say that. Also, click the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Become a part of our soul family. All right, Spirit, what do we have then? See what we got going on. Newer energies. We're going to start this thing off right with some oracles. Oh, really? You like, yeah, start it off right. Don't do us wrong. Don't do us dirty. We don't want nothing less than the best, bitch. Otherwise, send it back. Return to sender. Goddamn. So we have, yes, this is your soulmate. Wow. Okay, so listen, guys. As you know, right? People like to throw that word around. Soulmates, right? It is a thing. It's totally a thing. Don't get me wrong. It is. But it's not necessarily one person like twin flames would be, right? That's your mirrored soul is twin flame, so you can only have one of those. But soulmates, you can have many, an array, an abundant amount of those, right? And we also have calling in your soulmate. Okay. So now I have to give you your props, right? This card right here in particular is screaming, right? So I feel like this will follow after this, of course, right? It is the manifestational powers for me. It's really the power of knowing what you deserve for me. Like, I really am feeling that, guys. It says your prayers, your affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I feel as though this is very much so mirrored energy. So almost that phrase, what you are looking for is also looking for you. Whoever this is, they're asking for you and you're asking for them. So, damn, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Let me pull one of these angel answer cards just to see what spirit has to say. Just a little intermission, you know? Let's see what they got to say about what I just said. Because I feel like I'm dead on with this one, you guys, okay? Ooh, look for a sign. Exactly. So here's the thing, guys. I do feel as though if you're not already dating, you're going to have an onslaught of people coming out the woodwork, people all of a sudden not wanting to be friends anymore, wanting to take things to the next level. People who don't care if y'all work together. They just want to fuck around. You know what I'm saying? People who just see you at the gas station. They just can't leave you alone, you know, grocery store or whatever. They want to help you pick out your lemons and limes and all of that shit, right? Just an array of people wanting your attention, vying for your attention. If you don't have that going on already, that is energy that I feel intuitively is possibly coming in, right? So with the multitudes coming at you, right? You might be a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, that might be overwhelming. Okay, especially if you have not been dating. It's almost that feeling of someone who has not been dating. You have not been putting your energy out there. You've just been chilling. You've just been doing you. You've been healing. You've been drinking your water, exercising, you know, building your bag, stacking your money, you know, tackling your goals, shit like that. I mean, your attention just has been elsewhere. And then the second you go, I think I might want to entertain another person. Maybe. If it don't feel better than my energy by itself, right? I make myself feel great. So if I'm adding you, you better make that shit feel times 1,000. Okay? You better be adding to it. The second you get the inkling to put up a profile, you know what I'm saying? Post a picture online after not posting for ages. People don't know what's going on with you, where you are. Fell off the face of the earth. Go on a dating site. I don't know, go to a lounge, right? As things start to open back up, maybe you do accept an invitation from somebody who's been trying to get you to go out and all this stuff. The second you get that green light, it's almost like law of attraction is like, great, you ready? Wonderful. Boom. A slew of bitches, just people everywhere, right? So it could get a little overwhelming, like I said, right? A little bit of a tailspin, like, wow, I wasn't ready for all of that. I said one person, I said one. So this is why you will need to look for a sign within each of those individuals coming towards you, right? Because even though you're vibrating extremely high and your intuition is on 1,000,000,000,000,000, so you can recognize toxicity as it's approaching. You'll still want to look for a sign to see who's the most compatible out of all of those energies approaching you. Soulmate energy is very much homie, lover, friend type vibes, okay? It's very organic. It doesn't feel forced. So this type of person, you won't feel nervous around them. You know how when you start dating somebody that you're extremely attracted to, or they may be on a certain level in life, you know, that would be considered an upgrade or anything of the sort. You may get a little bit nervous, a little bit timid around those kind of people, or just your intuition makes you nervous and standoffish around people who do not match your energy vibrancy. Does that make sense? You ever been around somebody and it's just like, damn, you just make me uncomfortable. I can't even explain why. I just don't like you. You know, I just don't. Like that. So you will definitely have to look for a sign within the batch of people that are coming towards you. They won't all give off vibes that you don't like, right? Some of them you will see possibilities with. Some of them you will see potential in, right? Potential is dangerous. I tell y'all that all the time. That shit is dangerous as fuck. They should put a hazard sign next to the word potential, because that shit can have you stuck for no reason. Because just because you see potential in someone doesn't mean that they see the potential, and even if they do, it doesn't mean that they will act on that potential. Hello, can I get up? Amen, right? So we have repairing the veil. Hello, forgiveness. Definitely feel like this is forgiveness to yourself, okay? Do know that in the past you may have dealt with situations that were lesser than what, you know, accepting lesser than what you were worth, or sticking around for things that you possibly should have cut ties with a long time ago, etc., right? Things that you just beat yourself up over. It's like, I knew that I should have left that alone. I knew a long time ago that I should have walked away from that. I knew I should have never talked to you. I knew I should have never, ever had a conversation with you. Yeah, so it's definitely the forgiveness of possibly not listening to your intuition when it comes to certain situations, and then finding yourself in a heartbreak, right? Or in pain, in a soul tie, etc., right? This is definitely about forgiving yourself and realizing the growth that has come out of the darkness, like all of the light that you've built around yourself, even from the darkness that you were placed in, okay? So I really do like that. See, yeah, galactic mushroom. So that's about the divine matrix. Definitely spirit screaming at us, right? That they're taking the wheel. My turn. Let me show you how to do donuts out this bitch, okay? It's their turn. They kind of want you to just yield control. And most importantly, now that you've forgiven yourself in reference to not listening to your intuition in the past, definitely giving yourself credit moving forward to listen to that intuition, okay? With full force. Don't allow it to slip away from you. Don't allow outside sources or people or structures to have you navigate away from that, okay? That's going to be your saving grace in this instance, because I do feel like a lot of different energies are coming in your direction, since you're going to be making yourself accessible to other people, to other energies, since you're ready to get back out there. Now, if you feel like that's not you, you're not the one who is ready to date again, then that portion might not be for you, right? I always like to say it's general, so you just take what resonates to your energetic pulls. You take what resonates with you and you leave the rest, okay? But for those of you who ready, when I say you're gonna need a catcher's mitt to catch all of this coming towards you. Planned our future on the first date. You see what I'm saying? And here's the thing. When it comes to encountering a soulmate, the energies are very mirrored. They'll be able to see you, like really see you, see into the depths of you. So if you are not healed from your past, if you are not one that is ready for something that intense, something that magnetic, then it may terrify the shit out of you. I'm just gonna say that, okay? It may scare you. You may be petrified. Okay? Because you will also feel it. It's mirrored energy when it comes to soulmates. All right, so we had one flip over here. What does that say? Ooh, come on, guys. So that's a tough one, right? Now, here's the thing. Because you're going to be tested by the universe. This is a test. It definitely feels like a test. You are manifesting in a soulmate. This is what you've asked for. But it will be mixed up. They will be commingling and commingled with other energies, with other people. You may be pulled in several different directions, okay? Some of the people that come in your direction may be your type. If you have one, whatever does it for you, right? That would be a test for you to turn away from what you would have gone towards in the past, to choose something else, to choose, you know, something a lot different than what you would have been attracted to before. Okay, I don't mean physically, because I feel like everyone coming towards you will definitely fit the bill physically. This is energetically, guys. This is about character. Do you understand? And that is vital in reference to unions surviving or even making it into union, and avoiding toxic relationships, toxic connections. Okay. Woo. Wow. Am I supposed to take all of these? I'm not taking all of these. You're like, yeah, but no, I'm good. There will be several that you have to turn away from, guys, okay? I feel like that will naturally come to you, but as I stated, there may be one in there that's a true test to how much you've grown. Law of attraction says what you allow in your life is exactly what will keep coming in your direction, right? So if you're choosing people who are like the older energies, what you think you're going to get more of? You know what I'm saying? This is why the test. I do believe this test will approach you prior to this actual soulmate being brought into your life. Okay? For those of you who don't pass the test, there's no judgment. Okay, that's what I just heard. These are all life lessons, right? Life's experiences. That doesn't mean that you will not encounter this soulmate, but it just may be prolonged. You may still have a few cycles that you need to go through with energies of the past, okay? Yeah, so we have make them work for it. This is really going to be the deciding factor. You gave a lot in your past connections. It's going to be difficult because you are a giver. Pisceans are givers naturally. If you have it, you give people the shirt off of your back. You will give people your last. You want to make sure everybody who's around you that you are close with is eating. You know what I'm saying? If you eat, they eat, right? Like if you're bringing something to the table, then you're willing to share or help people see the potential in what they can do with their goals and with their talents and aspirations. So a lot of you are the one in the family that holds shit together, right? Or in your friend circle, etc., right? In connections, you've been that person too. But the dynamic does need to change when we're talking about a love connection, a team now, okay? It's about teamwork. What you are for your family and some friends who you consider family, you can't necessarily be that for your counterpart right off the bat. Okay, I'm not telling you to be unauthentic to yourself, but you do need to hold back some of that goodness that you be giving, because you have to hold back long enough to make sure it's deserving. Not only that, and that it will be reciprocated. That the ability to reciprocate is within this person, and that the resources that they need to give as much as you're giving is there. Okay, no longer digging at the bottom of the barrel. We can't deal with people who are beneath. Everybody needs to be equally yoked. And that doesn't necessarily mean that one person is better than the other. No, that's not what this is about. This is about attracting and dealing with people who are on your same vibrational level, on your same level playing field mentally, okay? Financially, that shit matters. Let's just be real, right? We keep it a buck over here. All of that shit matters. So when you deal with people who are beneath you in those areas, there's only one thing to do but carry them. I mean, that's all that you can do. They can't carry themselves, so who's going to carry them? If you're in a relationship with them, then that's your job. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, no. No. You have to decline those. I don't care how fine they are. I don't care how fat their ass is. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care how big the D is. I don't care. I don't care. They mustn't make it past this point so that you can avoid attracting those kind of people. Okay? People who deplete you. This is where we're going with it, guys. Okay? This is the name of the game. Vibrancy so high, toxicity and toxic can't even see you. And I do feel like most of you have made it to this point, but that doesn't mean that tests won't still come about, as I stated, right? So spirit will still test you just to make sure. Just to make sure that what you've learned is exactly how you're operating moving forward before they send in the soulmates. You see what I'm saying? I do believe there may be several for some of you. Okay? Like one or two. One or two. The reason I say that is because in the beginning of the read, I did feel the need to say that, you know, we all have more than one soulmate per lifetime. Okay? There can be many of them. The difference between encountering a soulmate versus encountering a karmic soulmate is the lessons that have been learned prior to the relationship. Okay? Prior to the connection. You've both learned lessons. Most have both gone through spiritual awakenings, have leveled up spiritually, and actually have a spiritual connection with one's inner self and higher self. Okay? Karmic soulmates do not. One individual might and the other might not. That's why they treat you dirty. That's why they have no other choice but to be a toxic asshole. They have no other choice but to screw you over, fuck you over, use you, etc., etc. You know how it goes, right? So, said all that to say, there will be a specific sign from spirit in reference to which individuals, and I do feel like there will be several for you to choose from, you guys. Like one or two. That will be great matches. They will be mixed up, though. You know? They will be mixed in with individuals who may not serve you for your highest purpose. You understand? And it is your job to turn that away. Okay? We have 9 of Swords. You know what that's about. That's about worrying. That's about suffering. That's about being in the dark. That's about anxiety. That's about confusion, chaos, uneasiness, right? So anybody who comes about who gives you that type of feeling, your intuition is screaming at you to turn in the other direction. Yeah, do not pass go. There's no reason. There's no reason to have any further discussion. There's no reason to stick around and see. I need proof. I need proof that you ain't shit. It's like, well, why? Leave them alone. Like, run. Run. So, the individual or individuals who are considered the soulmates, what will be their approach? What will be their primary approach? Ooh, we have the devil in the reverse, right? So, definitely going to be individuals who are the polar opposite of toxicity. I mean, almost to the extreme, okay? Be careful not to mistake their ways as toxic positivity. Right? What's that? That's somebody that's always happy. They don't like when other people are sad. And it's like being sad or mad or angry. That's a natural human feeling. You can't tell me not to be mad. Goddamn, I'm mad. Like, the fuck? You know? They're like, no, but there's so many things to be happy about. So many things to be happy for. Let's go have a drink. Let's do this. You know? So individuals who always kind of look at the glass as half full, individuals who can always find the good in life and optimism to the highest extent, overboard, optimism overboard. Might get on your fucking nerves. You know what I'm saying? Because you just want to be mad for a second, or you just want somebody to listen to you rant about what that bitch did, or, you know, listen to somebody to listen to you complain for a second, right? With your only natural feelings. These may be individuals who try to get you out of that, out of doing that, out of that habit for some of you. Okay? It's really good energy, guys, okay? Even though it might be a little annoying at first, especially if you're not used to that, okay? In toxic connections, misery loves company, right? So yeah, if something goes wrong for you in your life, those would be the connections where they thrive off of. They're almost excited when shit goes wrong in your life. They're almost excited to hear you go on and on and on about how terrible you feel. They actually want to add to that energy. Let me make you feel even more terrible. What you mean you didn't get that promotion? Oh, I told you you weren't great. You know? Oh, what you mean they didn't approve you for that? Well, I told you that only people like me and doing what I'm doing are approved for certain things. Or, you know, I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I'm so happy to see you cry. Like, the fuck shit. If you didn't notice that your past connections were doing that, you notice it in this moment. Like right now for some of you. You're like, fuck, that is so true. Yeah. Or if you had good news, they were not happy for you. Even if they didn't overtly say that to you, that they weren't happy, you could see it in their disposition. You could see it in their body language. You could see it in their facial expressions, or you could see it in their lack of congratulatory terms, right? Their lack of excitement for you. Exact opposite is what we're dealing with here, guys, okay? And so for some of you, not all of you, okay, not all of you, if you're not used to dealing with such positivity all the time, it may take some getting used to. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So we have the Six of Pentacles, right? In the reverse. Definitely. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Connections of the past. We're not dealing with past energy, but we are comparing the two, period. I don't give a fuck. I keep it real. We comparing them shits because they're completely and totally different. And this is exactly what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? So often the Six of Pentacles, we look at that as reciprocation, right? But not just with material things. This is reciprocation of energy. People matching your energy. People being there for you in the way that you were there for them. Okay? So if we were to use that same example, you would be happy for those people. You would ride for them. You would even, you know, help them along the way to achieve these goals. And then once they met the goal, then you never had nothing to do with it. They did it all by themselves. Not even Jesus. Is this good? You see what I'm saying? It's disgusting. Anyway, let's move on. So the soulmate energy will definitely be approaching you as something completely different than what you've dealt with before. These are people who will respect your boundaries. That will also be a sign to look for. Okay? If you have stated a hard boundary, a hard line that shall not be crossed, these are not people who are going to question that. Okay? Even if they don't cross the boundary, a form of disrespect, period, to one's boundaries is even asking why they have that boundary. Like, why does it matter? Motherfucker, why does it? Because I said so. Shit, you want to be in my life or not? Like, what? Not answering questions. This is not a Q&A about my boundaries. Goddamn, it is what it is. Okay? So you've experienced some of that before as well. Not just with love connections, family, friends. People who truly respect you, who you are as an individual, how you operate, how you move, what you stand for. They don't question boundaries. There isn't a question about that. Okay? So that is definitely something to look out for. Individuals who you're just having common conversation with, right? It don't have to be all dramatic how I'm making it. It could just be small talk. But the second you do something way differently than they do, right? Fundamentally, it's a whole big ordeal. Well, why do you do it that way? Well, why do you feel that way? Well, why won't you accept this? Well, why won't you? It's all the questions now. and needing you to explain why you are the way that you are. Like, go fuck yourself. You know, so like, please. Go bother someone else. Tales of your incompetence do not appease me. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? So, in order to really see that sign that I just listed, you do have to be truly in tune with who you are. Okay? Has to be set in stone. And you will be able to see very vividly those who don't question your ways. Okay? Now we're talking about boundaries in life in this instance. You're able to take criticism. You are able to take advice, right? Constructive criticism. You are able to take advice, and you are able to sit in a space to hear when there's been a missed opportunity. That's not what we're talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about because you've dealt with these people. Now, don't lie. Tell me down in the comments I'm not crazy. I am not cray-cray. Y'all know what I'm talking about, and it's a very distinct difference, and this will be a sign that you need to look out for. People trying to get you to question yourself. People trying to get you to question your own mind, your own way of thinking, your own way of doing things. Okay? All right. So what will the general energy be in the beginning? Ooh, 3 of Cups. Yeah, lots of people coming towards you, period. But it is a time to celebrate, especially for those of you who are just now getting back out there. You've changed a lot, and the energy coming towards you will feel very, very different. You will also feel completely different in reference to those energies that you need to turn away from. Hopefully, right, if you've done the work necessary, then you won't even have a moment's pause when it comes to turning someone down who you know is not a good fit. There is no benefit of the doubt. It doesn't exist in this realm, okay? I do feel like the soulmate energy is going to be a little bit more creative in its approach, okay? It will feel a little bit more like a friendship. Very 2 of Cups energy. Okay, 2 of Cups can be, like I said, homie, lover, friend vibes. Like, it's your friend, but y'all have bomb ass sex, but y'all enjoy some of the same shit. Y'all like to, you know, go out and dip in and do it. You know what I'm saying? And read and go to, you know, meditate together and go on vacation. You know, it's like all wrapped in one. Someone who you would consider a friend, who you would consider a counterpart, and who you would consider like a lover. Like, it's the best of all worlds. Wow. We also have victory. So I do believe that you will feel victorious in this new cycle, you guys, period. Whether you decide to fully start dating anyone or not, it is the control that you have over your emotions, over yourself, over the situation, over the way things are moving. That's going to help you feel victorious in this. You won't feel out of control. You won't feel like your emotions are running awry. You know, you won't feel any pull towards something that is not going to serve you for your highest purpose. It's really beautiful. I have to say that. You will make these motherfuckers work for it. For real. You like get a retirement plan, set up your 401k, all of that, benefits, but first, the interview process. Okay, gotta make sure you ain't trying to run off with the company car on the first day, show up late on the first day. I gotta make sure. Gotta be sure. So, what is the most attractive quality about this person? What will you find most attractive? All right, 9 of Pentacles. This is a very self-reliant individual. This is not somebody who needs someone. Does that make sense? There's a difference between needing and wanting. Okay? Your connections of the past, they needed you. Or sink, they would sink, period. You were holding those boats afloat, you guys. Wow. So this is someone who is extremely self-sufficient. They do give off an aura of being like a free spirit. Okay, so nothing too heavy. yet holds a lot of substance. Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress, pre-Emperor energy. So right on the brink of upper echelon. The two of you will be on the same level. So you yourself will know if on your journey you're right on the brink of reaching that Emperor, Empress status. I'm definitely feeling that's where the both of you will be. Almost as soon as the union comes into play is when that elevation will happen. The money will flow, the business ideas will come, the traveling will come. People are going to see the come up, the glow up. Hello? Shining. The shit is shiny. It smells very rich. It also has elegance here. And I do feel like this is a person who is a high achiever. Okay? This is someone who, once they have set their eyes on a particular goal, they must achieve it. So, you know that they've set their eyes on you. Okay, so you would be no different than any other goal that they've tried to tackle. I do feel like this is someone who will have a bit of finesse, especially for those of you who will be questioning their motives. It's like, not so fast there, tiger. Not so fast. They're like, but I want to marry you. You're like, but I've only known you for 30 minutes. So I like the energy so far. What will they find most attractive about you? Ooh, yeah. Seven of Pentacles. What everyone finds most attractive about you. Hello, somebody. You are literally the seed. You are the seeds. Okay? It doesn't matter where you put those seeds, shit grows. Period. You're sick of being the only thing putting towards the growth, so that's the name of the game, for real. But just like every other connection, this person will love what you bring to the table. They will love your ability to touch something and have it grow from nothing. They will love your effortlessness in just how you're able to expand relationships, your money, your time, your energy, just how you're able to really cultivate a good flow, a good ebb and flow. It's very even keeled, balanced energy. One that really promotes growth, period. Point blank in the period. And I do believe, like I said, your connections in the past, they love that about you as well, but they just weren't adding anything. They weren't bringing no goddamn rain to the seas. They weren't bringing no sunlight. They weren't bringing no cool air, nothing. Nothing. So it's like, if I'm bringing the seeds and I have to water my own seeds, I have to bring sunlight to my own seeds, you always make me sad. So you ain't bringing no sun, motherfucker. You bringing nothing but moonshine. I'm done. This person is going to love that about you. They are. You're gonna be like, wow, you have all kinds of seeds in your arsenal. I mean, we can build a whole fucking garden out this bitch, okay? Flower beds, fields and fields and fields of golden sunflowers, okay? Dandelions, calla lilies, butterflies, unicorns. Like, they love that shit. It feels magical almost, okay? Yeah, that's what I just heard, like magic touch. Like, you have the magic touch. So it really is up to you who you decide to cultivate this with. It just depends on how much you want into work. Hello? How much do you want to work? Because you can build an abundant life with anyone just because of what you entail within yourself. Do you want a teammate? That's the real question. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have your pick. You will have your pick from a few. So it's really up to you to follow these guidelines from Spirit to make sure that you're going towards the one where you are literally teaming up with someone on your same level. This will ensure that you will not deplete yourself, but you will only grow. You understand? All right, listen, let's go on over to the extended, okay? We can't waste time here. I want to see why they're single. Okay, the soulmate energy in particular. Why would these people be single? Well, what is it? And I want to look at any deal breakers or red flags if they exist. You know, I want to know what we need to know in reference to that. So I'm gonna spy for you a little bit. I also want to see what would their exes say. What would their exes have to say about their character? Okay, and then I also want to take a look at the potential outcome if you decide to go towards the soulmate energy. Is their union possible? We'll also look at the potential outcome of those of you who are deciding to go in the opposite direction. No judgment, of course, okay? Then we'll also take a look and see how can you best prepare for success in this next cycle. What blockages on this self-love journey of yours may be keeping you stuck in past energies, okay? I just felt the need to intuitively look at that so you know if that's for you. I also want to see what great things does Spirit have in store coming your way in the near future. Only the good shit. And then we'll get advice from the divine in reference to how you gain the ultimate fulfillment, success, and happiness in the least amount of time. Okay, so click that like button, click the subscribe button, and let's not even play these games. Let's go on over to the extended. I'm gonna cut up and get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, it's gonna be linked down in the description box, and I'll see you over there.